ended up going back to mine, and I drank one Magnum, drank the second Magnum, and then I just was fucked. Like, she was looking after me. You know what I'm saying? I just remember being over the toilet. Yo, my people, you're in tune to another episode of the I Ain't Lyin show with myself, Wariko. To the right, we have the wonderful Lily.
Hey.
And over the back, this week, he's back again. Let's have a little studio clap for Vitsi. Back from his absence. Where you been, my bro?
I'm back.
You're back, yeah? Nice to have you back, my bro. Nice to have you back. Nearly had your job, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I'm hard to replace, aren't I?
Yeah, you
So
definitely are. So, as always, people, you know, we always start off with that wonderful question from Vitsi. So, over to you, Vitsi.
Hi.
What's going on,
This
bro?
week, I would like to know, what is the worst date you've ever been on?
Wow, he springs it. Well, the worst date I've ever been on. Look, Lily's laughing, you know, like something just come to her head straight away. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, man, like Reeks has been on a lot of dates, blood. Yeah, a lot of dates. You get me? So I just gotta filter through the memory bank right now. Yeah, no, but
Be careful
serious.
which one you say, they could be watching.
Yo, like I say, it's just the I Ain't Lyin show, innit? You know what I'm saying? Just gotta keep it real. Yeah, but yeah, I like that question, Vitsi. So, the worst date we've ever been on. Let me really think now.
I'll get mine out of the way.
Go on.
I don't really know how to say it. So we went on a date. I mean, obviously I've never seen him again after this. But he was gone for quite. He went toilet, and he was gone for, for quite some time. So obviously I went looking for him. I mean, the long and short of it is, I can't even say it. He shit himself.
He shit himself. He shit himself. So wait.
So no, right. So that's a bit extreme. Obviously, he must have done. He must have done a pup.
Oh, he followed through.
Yes.
He followed through.
And followed through.
Yeah. So.
So how did you know?
Because he told me. I was like, why are you gone so long? Obviously, he chucked his boxes in the bin, and yeah, that was that. But yeah.
So did he continue the date?
I mean, I had to at the time, but
Commando style, don't you?
no, that's.
Man went through commando with it.
Oh,
That's
God.
a mad thing still. Yeah. No, that's a mad one. That's a mad one. I can't lie.
Yeah, we're going straight to yours now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, yo, whoever you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just, whoever you are, you just gotta.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? You make
I'm
sure
so
you.
sorry I told that, but,
No, but
I had to.
No, but the I Ain't
know what I'm
Lyin show
saying?
is very. There's some lessons to learn from the stories as well, because you know, make sure you do your thing before you leave out. You know what I'm saying? Bang it out before you leave out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my worst date I've ever been on. You know what? Yeah, I've been on some weird little dates, yeah. But one time I've gone to. It's crazy you say that, yeah. But one time, I've met up with this girl. I don't know whether to call it a date or not, yeah, because I think it was kind of like we ended up going to a little bar, drinking some drinks and whatsoever.
Hang on, is she likely to see this?
She might see it, you know what I'm saying? She might see it, but it's not really even on her anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, but coming up to the time anyway, yeah, it's kind of bad for me. I don't know if it's bad for, like I say, I'm just gonna tell you the thing anyway. The first thing what come to my head, yeah, and coming up to the date, was speaking about the act of making, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
sexual act and whatsoever.
Or
and
sexting.
and I'm talking the hardest, giving her
Guys, don't do that, man.
Huh?
Don't do that.
Yeah, I was younger still. You get me? I was a bit younger. Yeah, but yeah, I'm talking the hardest to her. You know what I'm saying? Letting her know, like, yeah, man, I'm this kind of stallion and whatsoever. And then I must have sent her the I can't remember how, but was speaking about the magnums and and I remember we were supposed to link on was gonna link on the Saturday, and she says, yeah, I'm ready tomorrow, whatsoever. And she sent me a picture, and on her bedside she had her little bag, and it had like about 6 magnums in there. You get me? So I remember I'm saying to her, like, yo, be careful how you're bringing them round, bad man, you know? Trust me, car, it's already peaked for you anyway, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be giving me them. And anyway, I remember we've gone for this little drink whatsoever, ended up going back to mine, and I've drank 1 magnum, drank the 2nd magnum, and then I just was fucked. Like, she was looking after me. You know what I'm saying? I just remember being over the toilet, you know what I'm saying, sicking up. And for the night, she just ended up looking after me like I'm a baby, you get me? Like, so it was probably the worst date for her, you get me? But for me, I remember feeling like a bit of a sap, you know what I'm saying?
Was there a round 2? Was there a round 2?
We're not talking about
the
round 2.
I'll need to know.
We don't need to talk about the round 2.
Yes,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
do.
Huh?
Did she date you again after that?
Of course she did.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like I say, she just ended up looking after me for the night. You know what I'm saying? I remember being over the toilet. From that day, I would never drink more than 1 Magnum. You know what I'm saying? I'm a certified lightweight. But I do remember being over the toilet, her looking after me saying to her, yeah, can you get me some tea? She was making me some tea and all sorts. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the first thing I can think of in my head right now. That's the first thing what comes to my head. But yeah, I promised her the 10-10, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, she ended up looking after me for the night and whatsoever. So, you know you are. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. And yeah. What about yourself? You had a bad date? No? Listen, this is why Vitsi is the hardest.
No, he's not. It's probably
I always try to switch it on him, you know, and he just unapologetically, no. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So yeah. But yeah. There you have it. Shitty dates. Any of you guys got any shitty date stories?
Please let us know.
Let us know, you get me?
If you've got one worse than mine.
That's a mad thing still, like, that's a mad thing, you get me? Even mine was embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember, like...
It's the same thing like sick and, you know
what I'm saying? But I think sick is a bit better. It's better coming from this end than that end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she had to see it, visualise it, I didn't.
Yeah. No, she looked after me that
he just
night.
told me the story.
Yeah, no, she looked after me proper, man. I remember waking up and, you get me, she was in lingerie and everything, and I was just like, you get me, like, yeah, she looked after me that night, man, like a little boy, so, yeah. Careful with them magnums, guys. If you know you're a lightweight, stick to the water. And yeah, so, it's that time of the show. You guys who watch regularly, you know what time of the show this is. Time for the controversial quote. So, let's see what we got under here today. Let's see what's in here today. Why are old lovers able to become friends? 2 reasons. They never truly loved each other, or they love each other still. Why are old lovers able to become friends? 2 reasons. They never truly loved each other, or they love each other still. So, it's a juicy one. It's a juicy one, isn't it? What you thinking?
I think it's probably more the latter.
The latter?
Yeah.
That they loved each other still?
I think you can love somebody, you don't have to be in love with them. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And it depends on what you fell out over. If it was a mutual thing, the spark had gone, you didn't really get on no more, but you still care for each other. You still love each other, you're just not in love, you don't fancy each other. That could work.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm with you, but I kind of think it could be both of them. Like sometimes I feel as though like when you really, really loved somebody and that person is gone, I feel as though if that love is so strong in your heart, it may be very hard for you to accept the fact that you two, that element of you two's relationship is not a factor anymore.
I think
so you may not be able to, but also if you did love that person, then maybe you would also want to try and stay close to that person. So
I think it's going to depend on how long you was together. Because I think if it was a short relationship, it could maybe be the first reason that they never really loved each other like that. I think if it's a long one, sometimes when you're in a really, really long relationship and you kind of fall out of that love way before you split up, that could make it a lot easier to remain friends.
Yeah.
Especially for the one that's already sort of given up on it.
Yeah.
So say me and you're in a relationship and I say, I don't want to be with you no more, but let's remain friends.
No, it would be the other way around.
No, right?
But yeah, go on. Not really, go on. Yeah.
It might be harder for you to remain friends with me because you might still be in love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think there's a lot of factors to it, but I think it can happen.
Oh, you believe that two people who did love each other can still be friends?
Yeah.
So, I'm with you. I feel as though like, you know what? I'm a very opinionated person, but I don't even know if this is true myself here. But they say that in every relationship, you have somebody loves the other
more,
a little bit more. Somebody's the love giver and somebody's the love taker. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like probably, I feel as though the love taker may find it easier. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of like, well, you know.
I think as well, if the relationship is based a lot on security, you'll find it harder to find it easier to stay friends. Because if you're secure with that person and they've always been someone you can rely on, I think you'd want that to kind of remain there. It would be a bigger loss if you didn't.
Yeah. And would that person want? What would be the? Would there be an ulterior motive for that person wanting to stay there? Like, would that person want to be losing that security? Would they be trying to hang on in case? You know what I'm saying? In the hope that one day I can get my emotional support back. You know what I'm saying?
It might be two ways though. Because if you're that support kind of network for each other, do you know what I mean? And maybe it might work differently if you've got kids.
I hear that. I feel as though when you have kids, I'm not going to say friends, but
you have to be amicable in it.
Yeah, because you can have two friends who you can have a rocky relationship with a friend anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I suppose when you have a child with somebody, you're always kind of connected in some way anyway, because you have to deal with each other because you've got one common interest. You know what I'm saying? But so let me ask you something. You're with Jimmy. Yeah. Jimmy was with Sandra. They were with each other for six years.
Yeah.
Sandra still rings Jimmy every now and again and asks, you know what I'm saying, asks for a little emotional support, or and says, oh yeah, you know, yeah, I just had my driving lesson, or just failed my theory test, or just What would your stance be on that?
I think it would depend on how strong our relationship was. Do you know what I mean? If our relationship was already rocky, I probably wouldn't be as comfortable with that. But I'd also have to understand their relationship too, and the history of it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'll totally be, no, that's not happening, because I feel like I just couldn't come along, and if they've been friends for many years, I've got no right to say you can't be friends with her anymore. And same vice versa. If I was, you know, really good friends with an ex and I met someone and he's good for me and is good for my life, but we're just not like that, then you can't come in my life and tell me I can't be friends with him, because let's be fair, if we wanted to be in a relationship, that's where we would be. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but I believe life is not one-dimensional. I believe the dynamic between a man and a woman is 25-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I don't think it's as straightforward as, if we didn't want to be with each other, then we won't be with each other. Because why there's so much affairs happening in the world every day? Big facts.
Yeah, here you are.
You know what I'm saying? If you was to parallel that and ask me that question, there's no space. You see, when you're with me, there's no space for another man. Just being real.
But
and
are friends, or is it just specifically exes?
Like I say, we're talking exes right now, so
Okay.
we're just gonna stick to that. You get me?
Right.
Like for me personally, there's no space. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What if they've got kids together?
if they got kids together, then obviously you got to be amicable. You know what I'm saying? And you have to do what you do. You get me? But this is why I say friends. Nah. Oh yeah, just fell down the stairs, you know. Or yeah, do you know that I just broke my leg, you know?
No, because
and I
you can
hear
have
them two
friends with.
talking.
I've got friends with. I don't speak for months on end, but I would still consider them my friend. And if they needed me, I'd be there. But I might not speak to them for 6 months at a time. So that might not necessarily happen.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like me, I'm just praying it on a level of like, I believe people need to set. I believe you need to, you know, the problem with the world. The problem with the world nowadays, yeah, is people's boundaries exist within their own brain, but they're scared to mark them out. Like me, I'm just a guy, I mark out my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, this is my boundaries, and this is where I'm gonna step, and so I'm stepping within these restraints. So, obviously, if we're with each other, I'm gonna be compatible with somebody who is stepping within the same restraints. You know what I'm saying?
Are you willing to work at the boundaries and to?
Of course we have to work at the boundaries.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course
You're not
we do.
straight like, right, well, there's the line and that line's not moving.
Of course we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a flipping dictator. You know what I'm saying? But I need to be real with myself, and I feel as though me being real with myself is actually a benefit. Is actually beneficial to you as well, because I'm being real with myself. Now, a man that's not gonna be real with themselves is gonna live in his own head, like I said. So he's pissed that you're having that conversation with your ex. He's pissed that he came to get the plaster. You know what I'm saying? Or he came for you to wrap up his foot. You know what I'm saying? When he fell or whatever. Now me, I'm just stating it
Yeah, I
like,
think you're being very extreme.
I'm just stating it like, yo, listen, when my man breaks his foot, coming for you to wrap up his leg ain't an option. So I just state it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And at least you know where we. So now you can say, I don't wish to take that. I'm gonna say, all right, cool, and we'll go our separate way. You know what I'm saying? I think that is better than going on like you're cool with something, but then acting away, going on shady, silent treatment, because you haven't marked out your boundaries.
So what would be your boundaries then? I mean, obviously, you're not bringing him around to wrap up his leg. He's probably going to go to hospital or doctors. You're being extreme.
Everything's a progression, Lily. Everything's a progression, Lily. Everything's a progression. It starts from every girl I've ever met. It started from, you know what I'm saying? Not every girl, you know what I'm saying? But it can start from a, then it becomes a, you alright?
Yeah, but you're forgetting that's already happened with those people.
Don't matter. I feel like you got to have your little levels in it and keep to them. You know what I'm saying?
So what? No phone calls with exes.
Like it just all depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, there's
What about all right then? What about
there's exceptions to the
liking
rule.
pictures and commenting on pictures and all of that from exes?
Liking pictures. I don't really mind
You don't
the
mind
liking
that?
pictures.
What about like a little DM,
Yeah,
a little heart eye DM or a fire emoji DM?
Like, this is what it is with me. Yeah? Like, I feel like when it comes to the internet is the internet. It's a website. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people take it for real life. It's not real life, but people take it for real life.
Well, it depends what your perception of real life is. You know what I'm saying? One person's perception of real life is different to mine. So if your perception of real life exists through social media, who am I to say it doesn't? People meet their life partners. You know what I'm saying? People meet people on there and have children or
But the question I asked you, if you had a missus and she put some picture up on a story and he's replied with some loads of fire emojis and you went in her phone and you seen that.
What, and he's put fire emojis?
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Or all right then, fire emojis and then you look sexy.
Listen, to me, Lil, I don't even know why you're laughing, because to me, what a man puts to a woman, that is his prerogative. It's nothing to do with her.
So a conversation in DM then.
But if my man's
But
put
you just
that,
said it progresses.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
You just said it progresses, so that could progress into her going, oh, thanks, Steve. And then you could be
Listen,
like, how are you? And
how
then she could
can
be
I-
like, how are you?
listen.
I've missed you. And then, you know.
Listen, how can a man or a woman wrong somebody for what is sent to them? You can only have a discrepancy with what was sent back.
So what if she did it?
What if she sent
What
a
if she
fire
replied to his story with fire emojis?
and said he looked sexy?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we're done. Then we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we're done. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that shit, man. I'm not going to be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
What if she was liking up his pictures? That's fine.
What, a like on the pic?
I'm just trying to find out your
Yeah,
boundaries.
my boundaries. Listen, a like on the pic. If you're on Instagram, you're on there to like pics, you know? You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And also, I'm a big believer, like, just call you in a relationship.
But what if it was a picture of him there in his Calvin Kleins and that was it?
Now, listen, this is the thing. Like, you see me, I'm a person like, now you see, I got a girlfriend, and if I'm liking a certain pic, if I'm liking a lady's pic, I do like ladies' pics. You know what I'm saying? I put a like on pics because I'm on Instagram. And that is what Instagram is for, to like pictures. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? But I won't like the pic where if the girl's like, and I can see her fat camel toe, you know what I'm saying? Or she's bending over and showing me her battage. You know what I'm saying? Then more time I'll be like, respectfully, I'm not gonna like that.
But
You know what I'm saying?
you've got to have. You've liked them pictures.
I don't like them pics. If I'm in a relationship, I'm not liking them pics.
If you're in a relationship.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
That's respectful. It makes
It's just
sense.
respect. You know what I'm saying?
Makes
Like,
sense.
I ain't liking them pics. You get me?
So that's what I was saying to you. If he's there, stood, abs out, ripped, Calvin Klein's on.
Yeah. If he's got his abs
You
out,
can see his bulge, and she's like tap tap tap.
listen. Like I say, yeah. Like, there's certain things to me that there's levels. So certain things I'm not gonna make an issue of, but it would be noted.
Is
You
that
know
what I'm saying? That you just give him the rope?
It's just noted. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, there's just decorum. You get me? I'm growing up with decorum and discretion.
See,
You
for
what
me,
I'm
I
saying?
think a lot of Instagram. I'm going off topic slightly, but it's supporting. I think. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone knows algorithms exist, and you like and you comment, and it gets seen more, and etc. etc. So I feel like if you have friends that are girls or exes, and they're doing a business or they've got a certain platform they use for something, and you're liking it, don't look too much into it. Like it is just that for most people anyway.
Of
It's
course.
just that. I mean,
Of course.
obviously, you know, you might see a pic and he looks cute, and you think, yeah, let me tap a like on that. That's different, but. Yeah, I think in sort of relationships and exes and all of that, the whole Instagram thing, just don't look too much into it.
Yeah. And I do agree, but at the same time, like I say, I believe there's decorum and discretion across the board. It's a concept of it's a humanitarian quality. You know what I'm saying? There's just, to me, I can only speak for myself. Now, like I say, I'm never gonna go to my girl and say, what? You like that pic? Wait, my man's got his abs out and he's got his CKs on. Yo, I'm not gonna make that issue.
No, you've
personally.
noted it, innit?
But in my head, I'll just see that. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I will feel like, well, that pic them two pics what she puts or Roro puts, and I wouldn't like, just out of respect for my girl. Then to me now, I feel as though like, oh, I can press like on that pic. You know what I'm saying? Because that isn't something that that you acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? It's about love language. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, if you liking that pic with my man and his CK and his abs are, what are bigger than my abs?
The bulge is bigger.
Yeah, no, but if you know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, then I'm looking on that like, okay, seen. So that's not a part of, you know what I'm saying? That's not a violation in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, where I'll use my discretion and be like, yeah, man, I wouldn't like that pic there. You know what I'm saying? I'll feel like, yeah, maybe I could press like on that pic then. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a problem. Obviously not a problem because, you know what I'm saying?
What if her ex phoned her at 3 a.m. because he was in trouble and needed her help?
Like I say, listen, every man's different. You see me, this is where I think men, I can only speak for men. I'm not a chauvinist.
I think when you say men, you should do a grunt like, "Rrr." Men.
Yeah? No, I've got women grunt too. You know what I'm saying? Women grunt. You get me? So it's not a male characteristic, is it? Women grunt. Yeah, but like I say, yeah, I'm not getting drawn out, man. Yeah, no, but like I say, yeah, like, I feel as though, I'm going to say humans, I'm not going to say men. Humans, I believe, where a lot of humans go wrong is, you're scared to state who you are. You're scared to state what makes you unhappy. We need to thrash these things out beforehand, because if not, I end up doing something or saying something or acting in a way that you see as inappropriate. And I never knew that wasn't inappropriate. So me, like I say, you with reeks, there's no...
God help you.
No, it's not that. I'm a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But there's no space to have another man.
So
There's no space. My man, call somebody fucking else. Just call someone else.
So are you saying that?
And I'm not going to tell him
Listen
that.
to me.
You
Are
gotta
you
tell him.
saying that exes can't be friends? Because that's the whole point of this. So you're saying that can't happen?
I'm saying exes can be friends, but
As long as they're not with you.
Once there's another man or another woman in the equation, then why would you keep that friendship? Why would you? If you're looking out for the interest of your partner and you want your partner to feel secure and whatsoever, come on, let's be honest. I'm going to ask you. If you could choose left or right, and you've got you're with that person or you're happy with, God's saying you can take him with his ex as his friend who calls him, or you can take him without the ex.
Obviously.
Which one are you going to take? It's not obvious. It's not obvious because
It is
it's not.
obvious.
You're
It is
talking
obvious.
like you feel like it's cool.
No, I'm not saying it's cool, but I'm not saying it's a massive issue
Yeah,
either.
man. I think it's easy to say, but I'm telling you, yeah, you be with a man who you're happy with, yeah.
It's the boundaries. I think if the boundaries are there, then
What you saying, Vitsi? Your girl, can she be cool with can the ex be calling her at 10 o'clock, telling her about what happened at football?
Nah, not really. But it all depends, innit? If it was that at the start, then you have to kind of
roll with it.
If you met like that,
yeah, you have to kind of roll with it, innit? And then again, at the same time, you can't be friends with someone, and then when you get a man or a girlfriend, you just stop being friends with them, and then when you bust it just gets long, doesn't it? Like,
I like that answer.
that would be, you can't be my friend again. Nah, your man's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
There we have it.
No, I hear that, bro. And this is what I say. My thing, I'm just going to come with my synopsis. You come with yours. My thing is, just state your thing from the beginning. State what you're about. You know what I'm saying? And then the other person knows what the boundaries are. You know what I'm saying? And they can either say, listen, we need to push that one a bit further out, and that one there needs to go a bit to the left a bit, and then I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And you state what your thing is. you don't state it, like Vitzi says, that boundaries circle like this, but you know you want to step out there, but you don't say nothing. You know what it is. Later on down the line, don't be trying to step out and making an argument for it, because you've started off like that. What's your synopsis?
I believe you can be friends, but I do think if you do get in a relationship that, yeah, boundaries need to be set. But I think a lot of what Vitzi said is correct. I stand with what a lot of he says. You can't just dash your friends just because you've got a man, and that would stand no matter if he's an ex or not. If you consider him a friend, yeah, you've just got to obviously support your partner at the time and their boundaries and work from there.
We'll talk. Caller, is he come through? Caller?
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of the show. I wanted to see if you think it's possible to stay friends with my ex, but you know we've never really made it far. I'm 31, she was 37, and we were together for about 3.5 years. So I broke up with her because it felt like it was more of a friendship than a relationship. And that was for the whole time we was together, right? It just felt more like we was friends, and we grew apart. We didn't have like the romance or intimacy or like that, any of that real deep emotional connection that is something that I need. I need that. I mean, we never even had sex or were physical like that. You know, we like not even once did she make a move or did we do anything sexual. I mean, she always made up different excuses as to why we shouldn't, you know, there was always a reason. We never talked about future plans or moving in together, and it just seemed like she would speak in future terms of her house, or if she ever got married. And needless to say, it wasn't working out. She was very understanding, and we both agreed that we should still, you know, if we wanted to be friends, that would be all right, because we enjoy hanging out. We've always enjoyed each other's company, and she admitted it was upsetting at first, but as soon as I said, I'd like to remain friends, her attitude changed, and she was just grateful for that, and she didn't seem sad. So I know I have to establish some boundaries of my own, but I think a friendship just might work. I know so many people frown upon trying to stay friends, but I've heard a lot of people say it's possible, and since we never really made it to a deep level, I don't think like the transition will be weird or impossible. So could you offer any advice or know anyone who's had a similar experience?
I think there was friends, just literally. Like, that's not going to be hard to remain friends. You was friends. 1,000,000,000%. I'm a woman. You was friends.
So yo, boss man, did you ever? You never penetrated her once. Sorry about the terminology. I'm
Just
not
say
too-
have sex.
I mean, no, we dry humped a couple times.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so to me, I'm not gonna lie. Not to say that friends should be dry humping. You know what I'm saying?
Think about what you're saying.
Yeah, no, not to say that friends should be dry humping, but I'm saying like, kind of like, yo, if you two ain't never done the thing, like Lily says, I think you two kind of were friends already, but then, I feel as though like, because he sounds as though he was trying to, he wanted that.
What I feel like could have happened is they was friends. Did you cuddle? Did you have cuddles and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right, so
even the
I think,
weren't too. It weren't like, yeah, of course we did. You know what I'm saying? It was a bit, yeah.
He's read more into the situation. She's finding it awkward how to say we're just friends, and it just went on a little bit too long.
But if that was the case and she's finding it awkward and he was the one that wanted it and whatsoever, why does she have a problem with them two just being friends?
No, she didn't. I'm sure he said that she was grateful for that.
Oh, was that the case, Caller? She was grateful for for it to be friends, or my understanding was kind of like she wasn't too happy with the transition. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I felt. You know what I mean? But like I say, I just feel as though like the chemistry, and this is what I say about love language. Yeah, like you both have to. It doesn't make sense. It's like she's like, oh, I've had a great romantic night, but he's like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't seem like they correlated anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
I just think he read way too much into that friendship, relationship, whatever it was.
Well,
I think he read way too much into that, and she was ready and waiting and praying on the day that he turned around and said, let's just be friends.
Yeah, well.
That's why it would probably be easy for them to be friends, because nothing will change. Apart from the dry humping, maybe.
no leg humps. Yeah, no. I just feel as though like I say, because the fact that they're both their realities were both like just not on the same wavelength. I feel as though like you say, like they kind of can be friends, or to me, I even feel like, you know what? Why even bother being friends? Why even really bother being friends? Like
but that would say if he's hurt
because
by
they both
situation.
kind of want different things. You know what I'm saying? Like they're both kind of.
Well, no, because she's saying she's grateful to be friends, and he obviously don't want to lose the friendship they've got, so he wants to remain friends. If that's the case, stay friends. But obviously, I think he would need to realise and perhaps not get sucked back in. Maybe it would be better for him
not to
perhaps
be friends.
not to be friends.
That's what I think.
If he's going to get caught up in that whole thing again.
That's what I think, because he obviously wanted some action to be going in. That's why he stayed.
Penetration.
Of course he wanted some, sorry about the word penetration if it's that. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted some dogo. You know what I'm saying? Some conco. Some, you know what I'm saying? He wanted it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he sounds like to me.
I love that word.
What? Dogo.
Yeah.
Yo, my man
Better
wanted
than
some...
moist. I hate that word.
Some moist.
Moist.
My man wanted to see that axe wound. No. No,
I'm
sorry.
done. I'm done with it. If he says that word again, I'm leaving.
Some gash. Yeah, so... Yeah, no, but seriously, my man wanted it to happen, you know what I'm saying? And she obviously seemed as though she was kind of happy for
I
it
refuse to talk to him now.
Sorry, I'm just being crude, innit? 'Cause I've seen that in a...
Oh, I snorted.
I know, you do it more time than you think. Yeah. No, really, I'm joking. I'm ramping.
I hate him.
No, I'm ramping. But my man wanted that to happen, and she, to me, seemed as though... I personally don't think it's what you say. I feel as though, like, for them two to be around each other, and they've you know what I'm saying?
Do you think she led him on a bit?
No, but this is what I'm saying.
maybe she did.
I feel as though
I think she did.
I feel as though his love language is different to hers. Like, she probably was kind of happy with it like that. Not everybody has high sex drive, this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's not sexual.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
She led him
some people are happy for like in a relationship.
Yes,
some
I hear you,
people's. It's say like you put three things at the top. Some people's would be like companionship, emotional support,
or just
and
sex.
cuddles. Exactly, and then his might be
But
sex.
he got zero,
Blah.
probably apart from the companionship.
He got the companionship.
Yeah.
No, but you got to remember, some people, they actually do go to bed and they're like, right, they lay down in the bed, straight, they lay straight, read the book, night, babe, and turn off the light. To some people, that's normal. To other people, that's like...
after about 40 years.
To some people, if their partner done that, they'd be looking like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think their love language was different.
Do you know what? I'm changing, in my opinion.
I don't believe that I don't personally believe that she didn't have any desire for him. I just believe
I agree with
her perception of it was different to his.
No, I think now, looking back on it, I think she led him on. There was an ulterior motive to why she wanted him around. She had that, then she was just waiting to get rid. That's mine.
If she was waiting to get rid, why would she be happy for the friendship?
Because obviously it's probably still good to have around. Certain people are good to have around.
And this is why I'm saying to my man, fuck the friendship.
Yeah, so I've just changed.
Don't even be friends with it.
Leave it.
With it, sorry about it. Yeah, don't even be friends with her. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just way too off. And my man, like I say, he wanted it and she seemed totally different. I'm not being horrible to her or but I just think, just make a clean cut while you're amicable right now. Don't let it get to the point where, because they're going to be friends and he's going to want to get back to there again. You know what I'm saying? And then it can just, I just think personally, bro, like, this is my personal advice. I just think, you know what? You two had a nice episode. You know what I'm saying? She got what she wanted out of it. She got her companionship and them kind of things.
He got his dry hump.
He got his dry hump. You know what I'm saying? And for the future, he now can realise, which is why I say, he now can realise that, you know what? I kind of know she's taught me something about something what I'm happy to pursue. Like, if I don't feel that connection, that you know what I'm saying, that feeling, that red-blooded feeling, if I don't feel that with her, I'm not really going to entertain that no more.
Yeah, but he did feel that way, that's the point. It was her that didn't feel with him.
No, but it must be reciprocated. I can
I
can feel that with this person as much as I want. But if they don't feel it, then I ultimately end up not feeling it.
Yeah, of course. I think you can tell if someone's
thing.
not feeling you, innit?
And this is why I say, like, if you know you want dugga and she don't want dugga, you might just have to just go your separate way. But I'm a person, I establish these things from quick, you get me?
What, the fit?
Tell me, please. It's not the first time, Tim.
I do establish the dugga.
No, it's not that. Listen, they say that, I don't know what it is. Is it 70% of communication is non-verbal? Yeah, so therefore, that lust is spoken, that lust is established, that is established before the words are even spoken. You know what I'm saying? Just by the body language, the will she come into your personal space, the you know what I'm saying?
I think going forward, they'll both know better, innit? They'll both know better.
Yeah, I'm just speaking for the man them, innit? You get me? Don't even be brethrens, bro. Just keep it moving, fam.
I'll say that too.
Yeah? Trust me. We're into that time now where we do the big fists and the
bonfire.
And today, Lily is going to bonfire on.
I've got two things I could bonfire on.
But we're going to pick one of them.
I'm going to go with service charges. Now, when I go to a restaurant, if I've had a really good service by somebody, I want the choice, or bad service, I want the choice whether I want to tip them or not. I don't want to come to my bill and see that 10% has been added on and feel like I have to do that. I mean, I'm that person anyway. If you tell me I have to do something or I can't do something, I'm really going to want to do the opposite because, you know, I've got my own mind. So, yeah, I just want us to bonfire that because it frustrates me a little bit.
Yeah.
I know it makes a massive difference to the waitresses and waiters and whatever, and you know, that probably get minimum wage or I don't know. I know it, but I'd rather the choice.
Yeah, I like, you know what? I personally feel as though like if that is their policy, then I feel as though as long as they state it beforehand that there will be a service charge, then I feel as though there shouldn't really be a problem.
Where would you see that? What, like on the website or? I
feel as though that's up to the business. You know what I'm saying? I feel as though they should make it clear to the people that there is if it's a mandatory service charge, you know what I'm saying, then state it. You know what I'm saying? And then I can't have a problem with it.
Well, what if you've already sat down and you're looking through the menu and you see there's a mandatory service charge, what are you going to, let me just get up, right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even still, they're putting you in. I always say to my son, you know, like when your kids ask you in front of their friends, Mum, can this stay? Don't ever put me in a position. Do not do that. And I feel like that is what, like I say to them, don't put me in that position because it's going to be a straight no. It is going to be a straight no. Take me to a side and be like, oh, Mum, can so-and-so stay? Yeah, and we'll talk about it and come to a decision. Don't put me in that position where you're in front of people and you're in a big group of table or, I don't know, like you're on a date or whatever and you look at this service charge, you're already seeing the prices are high, and you see there's a 10% service charge, and you're like, oh, sweating, because you know you've only got £200 in your bag.
If you go somewhere,
do you know what I mean?
If you go somewhere, like I think, because what is a service charge? Is there like a certain charge? What?
I think
goes
it's
across the board?
it's
Is
different.
It 10%
I went to a restaurant the other day and it was 10%. I think that's.
All right.
I don't know. I think that's quite high.
Yeah, it depends where you go, because obviously if you go somewhere like Nando's and the bill's 42 quid, then it's only £4.20. But if you go Hakkasan and you've spent like 350 quid, then that 10%'s a 35 quid.
It's another meal.
Yeah, you know.
It's another Nando's.
Yeah. No, I hear you. So I feel as though it should probably come like on a separate piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's your bill, and then next to it, this is the optional service charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they do it so like you look. I think they put you in that position to where you look stupid, or like you're broke. You know, one of them. Or when they get the thing and it says on it, "Do you want to give a tip?" and it's like yes or no, and they're like,
and then
do you? And then you're just like, shit. I'm just gonna have to put yes.
No, like I've had it on like even like when I'm buying something, and you get that one where. Oh, it's on, you know when you put your card in and then like you've brought your thing and then it will just come up big like, would you like to donate to such and such foundation, £1.50, and the person's there watching like, yo, I just put no, mate, straight up in front of them.
Yeah, but do you just go, no?
No, I do it raw in front of them, like
no.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just come to buy my jeans still, you get me? I didn't really want to put no money into the Wildlife Foundation. You get me? But
it's all about choice for me. That's what I'm not saying I don't tip. I'm not saying I won't tip. If I've had an absolutely excellent service, I'm going to tip you. Same way, if I've had a really bad service, you're going to know about it. I'm just one of them. But yes, it's the choice thing for me. It's a matter of choice. Like if I want to tip you, I will. If I don't, I don't. Don't put that pressure on me too low. Cause
so out of interest, see, is a service charge mandatory? Is it? Do you have to pay this or?
I think it's each individual places.
Okay.
Each is individual, I think.
Yeah, I thought I didn't think that you have to pay.
Okay, so if it comes up on the bill like £92 and then £9.20 service charge, you don't have to pay that. You can just pay the 92, or I don't know.
No, I personally think it depends.
Yeah, well, I feel as though if you don't have to pay it, then it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But I hear what you're saying.
And then imagine, yeah, they've come with your bill and you're like, you know what? Can you just take that service charge off because I don't want to pay it? They're rolling their eyes, they're dragging their feet back to the thing, take the service charge off. You can't go back to that restaurant again. Because they might do something funky with your food. Remember him? He told us to take that service charge off. Yeah, just throw his burger on the floor or something.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Listen, I personally think there's nothing wrong with it if it just states it's optional. That's my personal opinion. I feel as though if it's optional, what's the word when you're coaxing somebody?
Yeah, but then if it's
like,
optional, leave it as optional and let the person decide. Don't bang it on the bill.
But probably if they don't put it on the bill,
no one would never pay.
No one's gonna pay, innit? If they just put 92.
I've tipped without that being there, loads of times. And I feel like, especially if it's a group setting, you always like, oh, shall we all chuck a couple quid in, and they get a nice 20. You know, if there's loads of you, everyone chucks £2 in.
Is that what you lot do? God, me and the man them don't do that.
Really?
No.
Really, because we've been for a meal and we've tipped.
And we've tipped?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a group, we've all tipped as a group.
Yes. When we went for food, we tipped.
I can't remember doing that.
We did.
Yeah.
Whips. Just comment on the bottom of here. We tipped.
I don't know,
I'm pretty sure we tipped.
I'm sure I remember.
Well, you rolled in an hour late, so you might have not even been there.
Why? I remember. Well, if I rolled in an hour late, I was definitely there at the end, wasn't I? Bloody hell! But I'm saying I can't remember everyone being happy to tip. I thought I remember you not really wanting to.
Not me. I tipped.
Not really wanting to pay.
I tipped.
Come with your card thing, I've only got card. You get me?
Yeah, I do. I don't have cash. I don't have a purse.
I hear that still. But yeah.
Don't try drawing me out.
Yeah, no, I'm not drawing you out, innit? But I'm just saying you're tight, man. Give the man them their tip, man. What I'm saying. Give them their tip.
You just said you didn't want a tip.
Huh? I'm saying I can't remember everyone tipping, but like I say, if the tip is on there, if it states the tip, then it's like a reminder. I probably had 2 little Patron shots, you know what I'm saying, a little cocktail. The last thing I'm gonna do is remember a tip, personally. You know what I'm saying? So for me, personally, I think if the service charge is there, you get me? What?
Cool, let's move on to yours.
Yeah, well, like I say, me personally, I say I give a big, massive big fist, yeah, to women who do not dress up every day, yeah? A woman who is happy to...
I've got to clap to that one though.
No, like, that's just my thing. Like, I give a massive big fist to a woman who doesn't need to dress to the nines every day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
I was hoping you was going to come with one that I could battle on you with, but I really agree with you.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
I'm like, I don't wear makeup, like, very often, pretty much at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to feel more insecure with makeup on.
I hear that.
I'm a proper dress downer. Unless I've got a actual place to go, obviously, I'm out looking 10-10. No, but other than that, like, I'm definitely, like, dressed down.
Yeah, like, I feel as though, like, variation is the key. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel as though, like, you dress down through the, and then boom, when you do come in something nice, it's like,
wow,
okay, you know what I'm saying? Whereas when a woman's just dressing up, makeup, boom, plaster, everything, you know what I'm saying? And then you see her out, you know what I'm saying? The same thing again, and it's like, yeah, there's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no variation to it. I feel as though you kind of dampen yourself to when you actually do want to make that statement. It's like, yeah, but you've been making that statement every day for the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what I personally feel like.
Yeah, I guess it's each to their own again, innit? And I think if you feel comfortable with putting makeup on every day, and, you know, and I want to say making an effort. It is making an effort, but I don't want to say that women that don't do it isn't making an effort. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, each to their own. And I think if you want to do that. But I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I feel as though like there's making an effort, but then there's going overboard for who? Like, I can only state from a man's perspective that a lot of men will kind of feel like that woman who does that probably, you know, like you can proportion what you're putting your effort into. Yeah, so it's like a lot of men will feel like a woman who's putting her energy into looking good every day, spending that hour doing up her whatsoever, however that effort is placed there. A lot of men will feel like that woman's house might be untidy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like you wake up and spend 2 hours getting dressed as opposed to cleaning your yard.
That's bizarre.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just stating, like, that's just
bizarre.
Yeah, no, that's just the perception it will give off.
I think
you get me?
If you deep it, and women, please either agree with me or disagree with me, we can have this discussion, because you guys know I'm all about that. I think some of it might be an insecurity thing. I had a discussion on my Instagram about I've had friends in the past that would get up and put makeup on before their partner even got out of bed. So they've never seen them without makeup on.
Yeah, that's a mad thing.
Like, I've had this discussion on my Insta before, and it was nuts, the people that did that.
That does sound crazy then. So
It is crazy.
Wake up in the night or nothing?
It's dark.
Yeah.
No, but there is, that happens.
If he goes toilet,
That
she's
happens.
finished, innit?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or if they bump into each... When he's coming out of the toilet, he bumps into her like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
But it happens. There are women that will get up before their man and...
plaster up their face and do
maybe
whatever
not
they're
full
doing.
on plaster, but, you know, just do the hair. And me, I'm like, everywhere.
Why,
Hi.
man? If you're
Morning.
waking up and... If you're waking up, getting your teeth a little brush, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wiping out the sleep out your eye corner.
No,
Probably
but I've known women to get up and put makeup on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then so be it. You get me? But I feel as though, like, to get up and be putting on makeup, I don't know. Like I say, I don't want to be judgmental, but I'm just giving that.
We're not that.
I'm just giving that big fist to, obviously I'm speaking from a men's perspective, so I'm speaking for the man them, you know what I'm saying? But I could even make it a humanitarian thing and just say big fist to the people who can just be themselves through the week, you know what I'm saying? And dress up for the occasion. You get me? I feel as though it kind of gives off the aura that you're happy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your clothes don't make you. I remember your clothes and your makeup and that doesn't make the person who you are. So you don't need to spend that 2 hours when you're just going to drop the kids off to when you're going on your school run. You know what I mean? Or you're going for your pizza. You get me? What? You're dressing up to the nines to go for your pizza, but you're dressing up exactly the same as you would to go to a concert. You get me? That's just how I feel.
You're gonna look cute the same way.
Well, like I say, that's my big fist right there. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree with that big fist or not. And there you have it, guys. That was another episode of the I Ain't Lyin show, featuring myself, Wariko,
And Lily.
Vitsi in the corner, and the rest of the guys. As always, we look forward to your continued support, feedback and interaction on all of the mediums. See you next show.